friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be a 3 looks, 3 palettes. I have 3 palettes here I'm excited to play with. I also have more things to play with coming up. So I think another 3 looks, 3 palettes video is on the horizon. So just stay tuned for that. I have so many things to test out and play with and I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna be talking about all 3 of these palettes, showing you close-ups, swatches, all the good stuff. I'll be doing 1 look with each palette in this video, and I do intend on doing additional looks with all of these palettes in the near future, so just stay tuned for that as well. But anyways, let's just talk about these palettes. The first one I have to talk about is the Daylight palette from Alter Ego. I believe this is a dupe for the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. It is a fully neutral palette, 15 pans, more so leaning cool tone, but we do have a little bit of warmth with this peachy side over here. I'm so excited about this, not necessarily because of the color story, because if you know me at all, you know I'm not like a big neutrals kind of person, but I'm just so stoked that this is only their traditional like metallics and mattes. We don't have any of that creamy matte texture, which makes me so happy. I think by default, this makes me love this palette more than their recent ones, even though this one is super neutral. I'm just so thrilled to see that, Alter Ego. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if the Natasha Denona version of this has the cream to matte, and maybe that's why they didn't do it. Maybe they also didn't do it. But either way, I'm just so excited, and I just wish we could always do this. Please, I am begging you, thank you. Very excited to see just only the good formulas in here. Next, I have the Good Guys palette from the recent Glamlite Chucky collection. We have that lenticular sort of packaging where it goes from like the cutesy to the scary, you know how the movie goes. And then the inside is just a splash of bold color. Like we have orangey reds, vibrant greens, very rich blues, just very playful. Like this is giving children's toys to me. Like this looks like a toy store. It looks like a toy box. It's very just classic, quintessential, vibrant child colors, you know? And I think it's super fun. So yeah, we have just a mixture of metallics and mattes and it's super duper fun. I am really excited about it. As a side note, I am wearing the highlighter from the collection for this whole video, all 3 looks, and I'm loving it. It is so pretty. I have other aspects of the collection to try out still, but just stay tuned. I'll probably do like a full like real YouTube shorts playing with like the whole collection, and I'm very excited because there's some really cute things in there. And last but not least, Nomad is coming out with a new palette very soon. I'll have the launch details in my description box. I believe it's launching on the 20th, probably at midnight, because that's usually what they do, but I'll have the details in my description box for you, as well as any discount codes if I have any. Like I have a code with Alter Ego and with Nomad, so I'll have like links, codes, all the makeup details, all the things will be in the description box. But we have Nomad's newest palette. This is the Fuji 5 Lakes palette. I love this packaging. It's like painted looking. It's so cool. Like it has like the painted texture like on canvas. It is so pretty. I love this vibe. And then the inside is so unique and fun. I didn't know what to expect because by the time I got sent this palette, they hadn't even started the guessing game yet. So I had 0 idea what the location was gonna be, but this is so cool. And fun fact about me, I love the look of primary colors together, like red, blue, yellow. It's very much giving Hard Times from Paramore. It's just so pretty. I love seeing these bold, vibrant colors together, these rich yellows, these really beautiful blues, the reds. I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with this one. I haven't played with it yet as I'm filming the intro of this video, but I'm so excited to dive in. There are just so many cool colors. I'm so into this Diamond Fuji shade. It's so pretty. And I love blue and yellow together specifically. So just seeing them right next to each other makes me super happy. But there's so many cool things happening in here. It's very like, I don't know. It's just fun. It's different. It's unique. I really like it. So very excited to dive into that one as well. But that's kind of the overview of all 3 palettes. Again, any details will be in the description box for you. And now we're gonna get into the looks, and then at the end of the video, I will give you my thoughts so far on these palettes. All right, my friends, let's dive into this 3 looks, 3 palettes video. I wanna start look number 1 with the Daylight palette from Alter Ego. I probably already mentioned in the intro, but I think this is supposed to be a dupe for the I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what I think I've heard. But yeah, I just wanna do something kind of smoky. Obviously, it's gonna be very neutral, very unlike me, but I am excited to dive in because There are none of those cream to matte type formulas that I don't like. Sometimes Alter Ego, which I've heard replicates Natasha Denona, but Alter Ego sometimes does this like matte formula that's more of like a creamy texture. It's not like a full-on cream. It's just not like their regular powder mattes, and I strongly dislike it because it never gets as pigmented as what it looks like in the pan. But thankfully, in this palette, we just have all traditional pressed like powder mattes and shimmers, and I'm so excited. And I don't really have accessory details today. This is just an old wig. This is just a basic beanie and a basic choker. Apparently I just went with basic vibes for this basic neutral look. I'm going to prime with my Sigma eyeshadow primer and Ignite. I'm gonna blend it out and we will get started. I'm thinking I want just like a very smoky look today. I think that's the vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the darkest shade. I'm gonna use Coffee. I'm gonna take my little Sigma E27 tapered blending brush. I'm going to pack this all over my lid. Just get it super dark and just laid out before I start blending the edges with other shades, creating a gradient. And I am gonna top shimmer all over everything once I get to that step. But for now, just kind of covering the lid, going all the way from inner to outer corner. I do want to start working on the lower lash line at the same time, so I am going to start by smoking out with a liner. I'm going to use the Milano pencil from Gen C. I'm just going to take and run this all up in my waterline and kind of smudge it right below my lashes. Grabbing a little bit more Coffee on my Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm just going to start smudging that right up against those lashes on the lower lash line again. Just making sure it kind of connects in that outer corner. We're not really blending yet. I'm really just trying to get that brown placed. Although these, I feel like could blend as just one shade if I really wanted to, but I do want a gradient of some other shades going on as well. So next I want to grab Lucid. I'm gonna use my Sigma E38 blending brush, and I'm just gonna be running this along the outside edges of my upper and my lower, just to start blending out that darker brown, getting a little bit of a softer gradient happening. Kind of going back and forth on that lower lash line. This is all working very nicely. I'm just so happy to see only their powder mattes with the shimmers. I'm so thrilled, you have no idea. And last for the mattes, I want to take Path. And I'm gonna use my Sigma E40 blending brush. This one's just a bit bigger and fluffier than the E38. And again, I'm just gonna go all around the outside edges just to help further blend and smooth out that gradient. I mean, this does look really nice. As much as I don't gravitate toward neutrals on the daily, I don't hate neutrals, it's just not my go-to. I do love the look of just like smoky lid. I think it's so pretty. I wanna work on some shimmer now, so I'm gonna start with my NYX Glitter Primer. Just to add a little more pop to the shimmer, I'm just taking a tiny bit of this on my Sigma E55 packing brush, and I'm just gonna dabble just a very light layer across the lid, because I want the shimmer to be a little bit more of just a twinkly topper. I don't need it to be like crazy cut crease, thick, opaque, like nothing like that. I just want like a little twinkle. And for that, I think I want to use Brisk. I think that would be nice. I'm just going to take that same E55 brush and just lightly kind of tippy tap this all around the lid. I really like that actually. I think that just looks really glowy and soft. It's really pretty. And now I just want to highlight my inner corner. I'm thinking Divine would be divine. I'm just gonna use this little Game Beauty E04 brush, and I'm just going to, ooh, cute. Just a nice little glow. I like this. It's kind of like grungy glam a little bit. I'm not mad at it. I like these cool tones. I think they're pretty. I feel pretty nice today. I'm just gonna throw on my mascara and pick out a lip. I feel like I could just keep adding more highlight. I need to stop. And I will return once my lip is on and my mascara and all the things. Here is look number 1 complete. I really like how this came out, honestly. I think it's just like a good balance of kind of grungy glam. It's glitzy, but still smoky, and I really like it. I think this all played together nicely. Very simple, but effective. I did use my Swede mascara. I've been testing this out, the Pro Lash Lift. It's okay. It's not like doing wonders for my lashes, but it's fine. I'm not mad at it. And I did add a couple little individual clusters just to add a little extra something. You can barely tell that I have fake lashes in right now, which is kind of nice. They're very subtle and very cute. I like them. And I don't usually say that about a lash, but in this case, I like it because it still just gives my lashes kind of a natural look, which is kind of what I wanted with this look in particular. I felt like just a mascara vibe would look good. And then my lip combo today is the Char pencil from Unearthly. I just kind of lined and filled in mostly and kind of blended it with my finger. And then I topped everything with the Adventure Odyssey Lip Oil Gloss from Milk Makeup. This is one of the new shades they came out with, and it's so cute. I feel like the little pink and purpley sparkles kind of go with my pinky cheeks nicely. So yeah, this is the first look. I really hope you like it. Let's move on now to look number 2. Okay, hi, look number 2. I'm gonna play with the Good Guys palette from Glamlite. I figured what would be more fitting than my gingery orange wig, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm excited to play with this though. I'm thinking I want lots of orange on the top and then maybe some kind of like green-blue combination smoked out on the lower lash line. Think that might be kind of cute, so let's just get into it. This is just an old Amazon wig. This is a Neff brand beanie. And then this necklace, I think I got it at a boutique like 1,000 years ago. I don't even know where it's from. So yeah, let's dive into this look. I'm gonna, of course, start by priming with my Sigma eyeshadow primer in Ignite. And now I'm gonna start kind of similar to how look number 1 went, where I have just lots of color smoked out all over the lid. So I'm gonna use All Dolled Up, blended into Play Partners Toys. I'm gonna start with my E27 brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to lay this all over my lid. Just gonna pack it on and just get the ball rolling for the rest of my shades. The main difference between this look and look number 1 is I'm gonna have different colors kind of going on. Obviously this will be way more colorful, and I'm not gonna just repeat the same color on the lower lash line. We're gonna be doing a gradient of different things. But I still wanted a very just smoky, bold lid. I was feeling that today. I think it'll be very cool. Seems to be performing nicely. I haven't tried that many Glamlite things, and the things that I have kind of been hit or miss. Like, I enjoyed the Michaela palettes. I enjoyed the first Chucky palette. Did not like the Scooby-Doo palettes. I felt like they were kind of sheer to work with, the mattes were. And I've heard that can be a thing. Like, some of their palettes are better than others. But so far, I'm liking the pigmentation on these mattes. I mean, I've only put on 1, but so far so good. Use my E40 brush with the lighter orange, and I'm just going to blend this along the edges from inner to outer corner, just getting it nice and soft and blended before I top shimmer on top of everything. Ooh, I like those oranges together. That's really, really pretty. Cute. Not mad about that at all. So now I just want to finish the lid with my shimmer. So I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer, of course, and my E55 brush. I'm literally using all the exact same brushes as look number 1. I just wiped them off first to get them cleaned off. But I'm just tapping a tiny little bit of this primer across both lids. So I want to use Hi, I'm Chucky, and I just want to slather this all over my lid. I just think it'll be so pretty. Ooh, yes. I love that glossy kind of look, like topping a shimmer on top of something smoky like this, especially if it's like in the same color family, obviously. It just gives it such an overall glossy vibe. It's so cool. I really like this. And like if you're recreating this look, you could obviously stop here if you wanted. Even no lower lash line, I think looks pretty cool. You could also mimic the same thing on the lower lash line with the mattes if you wanted just a monochromatic vibe. This is really cute, but I want to spice it up. I want to add more color to this and make it even more bold and weird, so let's just get to it. So I want to start with Chucky, that dark green. I'm going to use my Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I want to tuck this really close to that lower lash line. Just something really dark and sultry, going all the way from inner to outer corner. I'm also gonna go ahead and take my Colourpop eye pencil in the shade Idyllic to just kind of match that vibe. So I'm gonna just completely coat and color in my lower lash line. And I'm doing this now just so I also have the opportunity to smudge it out with the current shade before I start going in with all my other colors. So I'm just taking kind of lightly smudging where that liner is just a little bit. I'm gonna take Play Pals Toys now, the brighter green. I like these shades of green, they're very nice. I'm gonna use my E42 brush from Sigma think I got a little too much, so I'm gonna tap that off. And then I'm kind of just gonna place this right where I placed that first shade, just to start kind of diffusing that really dark green a little bit. But I still want it to be very, very tight. I want to use the lighter blue to really blow and blend this out. But I'm liking where this is going so far. I think this is looking pretty cool. I want to take, he's my Chucky, the lighter blue. I'm gonna use my Sigma E38 brush. I'm just gonna grab some of that blue, tap it off, and I'm just gonna kind of swirl this around the outside edge of that green, just to get a little bit more of a blend, a little bit of a gradient. Oh yeah, I like that blue-green combo down here. I think that contrasts with the orange lid really nicely. I basically just put the palettes, the exact gradient of the palette on my eyes. I didn't do that intentionally. That's really funny. But yeah, just kind of dragging this blue very lightly, blending it down and out just a smidgen. I want to take one of the greens now, the green metallic death, I think. Just gonna use that same pencil brush from before, but I wiped it off first. And I just want to press this again, just really tight to the lash line, because I don't really want to change too much here. I just want to add a little bit of a metallic element to that lower lash line, because I just think it looks so cool. It's subtle, but like that little bit of sparkle down there is really cute. And for the inner corner, maybe this blue shimmer could be cool, the lighter one, You and Me. I don't know, but I just feel like maybe I should try. Because I have a metallic orange, I have a metallic green, so this could be a way to play with that metallic blue. Oh yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think that's fun. I think that is super fun. So yeah, I'm just going to throw on my mascara again and probably a pumpkin-y lip of some sort, and I will return. This is very cool. Here is look number 2 completed. I really like this actually. I think this is just really cool. It's grungy, colorful, it's fun. I love the metallics that are in this palette. I'm really impressed. I'm excited to play with this one some more. I think it's really fun, colorful, cutesy. It's a horror themed palette, which is always fun. I'm pretty happy with this. I just threw on mascara. I'm wearing my Surratt Noir lash tint today. And then my lips, I kind of did the same combo as yesterday, but with a different shade. So I did the Char pencil from Unearthly again, kind of lined, filled in, blended it out. And then I used another Milk Makeup Odyssey lip oil gloss. This one's in the shade Day Trip, this like pumpkin-y orange. I'm gonna be wearing this all fall. I like love this formula already. Like, I'm so happy there's new shades out, and this shade makes me so happy. So this is the look number 2. I hope you like it. Let's move on now to look number 3. All right, look number 3 is coming at you. I'm feeling very blue and yellow, which is the vibes I want to channel in the Nomad palette, the Fuji 5 Lakes. I love the texture on this. Like, it's like painted. It's so cute. But I want to do blue and yellow today. The reds are so attractive, don't get me wrong, and I do have plans for those, but today I'm really feeling a blue yellow. I just think it'll be so cool. So I want to do lots of heavy blue in the outer corner, and then I want a pop of yellow in like the inner part of like my crease. I'll probably have like the shade all over the lid. I don't know. I have ideas. I have vibes in mind, but I don't have like a solid plan. I'm going to smear this Sigma eyeshadow primer in Ignite. Just gonna blend this out and we will start going to town. So I do think I am gonna start with the lightest blue, Mount Fuji. I'm gonna take my Sigma E40 brush just so I can get a little bit of a layer of blue. I didn't give you my accessory details. I don't really have many details to give you though. This is an old Amazon wig, it's an old basic choker, and this is an old beanie that I might have gotten at like a Forever 21. It's so old, no idea. So anyways, let's continue. I'm just gonna kind of surround the outer corner with this light blue shade. It's super cute. Definitely super pale, like it's a very white leaning baby blue, but this is just gonna help my other blues blend out easier as I get there. So I wanna go in now with this kind of more muted mid-tone blue. I'm gonna use my Sigma E42, and I'm just gonna kind of do similar to what I just did. I'm just gonna keep it a little bit tighter, kind of dragging it a little bit in this outer corner of my lid. Again, I want just kind of like a shape like this of blue kind of surrounding the outside parts of my look. I'm just gonna go in with that first Mount Fuji shade again, just to re-blend those edges before I deepen this up even more. So now I want to take the darker matte blue. So pretty. I love these tones of blue so much. I'm going to use my Sigma E30 pencil brush. And again, kind of the same thing. I just want to really tippy tap this nice and tucked and deep in the outer little pocket of my eye, you know, lower lash line, lid itself, just kind of connect everything. I love these blues, they're so cute. And then I'm gonna kind of just make a fusion of the other two blues on that fluffy brush to help kind of blend out the edges now that that darker blue is laid down, just to give a really blown out sort of vibe. Just doing little circular motions all around that kind of sea surrounding my eye. So I do want to go ahead and start adding in a little bit of my yellow accents before I go in with shimmer. So I have to use this bright yellow. It's so vibrant and pretty. I will use a little bit of the mustard as well, but I'm going to start with the vibrant one first. I'm going to use my Sigma E38 brush, and I'm just going to swirl this all in the front part of that crease. I'm going to be careful not to like super blend it into the blue, just because I don't really want it to turn green, and blue plus yellow equals green. I just want a little yellow pop, you know? It kind of complements the yellow blush I have going on. It's all super fun. Okay, so I do want to take a little bit of that mustard now, Burnished Beach, and I'm just gonna use the same brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that, just a little bit tighter. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. I love a mustardy yellow. That looks so good. I love this combo. I think this is so pretty. Let's move on to some shimmer now. I'm gonna, of course, start with my NYX Glitter Primer. I'm gonna use my E55 brush from Sigma. I'm just gonna tippy tap this lightly across the lid. I think I'm gonna do 2 blues on the lid, and I think I'm gonna use a yellow for the inner corner. I just think that'll be a good combo. So I'm gonna use, I'm thinking this shimmer blue blended into Diamond Fuji. I just have to use that shade. And I'm just gonna start by tapping the darker shimmer blue kind of on top of the mattes that I already have laid down. That is so pretty. And then I'm just gonna flip that same brush over and take Diamond Fuji. And this is gonna go on the rest of the lid itself. Not doing anything cut creasy or anything. I just want this to be just kind of blended all over, blending toward that yellow. That is stunning. I love that shimmer. It's so good. I'm just kind of tapping between both sides of my brush to get them to fuse together, and I'll just make sure that everything is blending nice in that outer corner. I do think I maybe want to take that other blue shimmer and use it on the lower lash line, just because I kind of want an excuse to use it. I'm just going to take that same pencil brush, but I wiped it off first, and I'm just going to kind of tuck this in that front part of my lower lash line and just kind of blend it into the mattes that are in the outer corner. That is so pretty. I really like that pop of metallic down here. I think that's really pretty. I think this just brought everything to life even more. Thinking this golden yellow shimmer for the inner corner would be just so perfect. Ties in that yellow more. I feel like it just adds really nice contrast and balance. This is so cute. I like that so much. I think I need a metallic blue pencil though. So use Crystal Crush from Colourpop. I think that's just gonna flow perfect with that lower lash line. Yeah, that's good. Any kind of metallic eye pencil is just always my favorite. I love the effect of it. I'm just gonna finish this and throw on my mascara and a lip, and then I will return. Here is look number 3 complete. I love this look. Like, I can't stress enough how much I love a blue and yellow combo. I love how these colors play together. I think these metallics are so pretty. I love how vibrant the blue is. This look makes me very happy. I did just throw on my Surratt Noir Lash Tint Mascara again, and then my lip today is Leo from Menagerie. I had to. It goes with it so perfectly. So yeah, this is the final look. Let's zoom out and I will give you my thoughts so far on these 3 palettes. Thank you so much for watching my video. I had so much fun playing with these 3 palettes, creating these 3 different looks. These were such completely different vibes, and I just had a blast. I'm very curious which look was your favorite. I felt really cool in all 3 of these. Like the Daylight palette, I just felt so pretty. The Chucky palette, I felt just so bold and fun. And then this one just feels cozy and cute. But I would love to hear what your favorites are. Let's talk about these palettes. The Daylight from Alter Ego. Even though like this is not like my perfect color story, I just like don't on the regular just pick up a neutral palette and do my thing. I do think it's a well done neutral palette. And again, I can't stress enough how happy I am to see that it's just their typical like mattes and shimmers. Like we don't have any of those creamy textures. I'm so thrilled about that. And if you are a neutrals person, I do think this is a really well-rounded neutrals palette. It's gonna give you those basic, easy looks, quick and easy, get the job done. So if this is your vibe, you might really enjoy it. The Good Guys palette I had such a fun time with. And like I said, I've had kind of mixed experiences with their formulas in the past, but this seems to be very lovely. I'm very impressed with the pigmentation and the blendability. The metallics are so cool. I am very much looking forward to diving more into this one. I think it's so fun. I also just love how much like the colors just captured that like playful child energy. It's so cool. And the Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes, it's so pretty. It's just such a fun, unique color story. I love the way these play together. I love primary colors all in one place. I feel like there's a lot you can really do with this. Like you could do very traditional autumnal looks with the yellow and reds. I feel like the blues just add that little bit of extra uniqueness to the typical fall vibe. It kind of, I don't know, it's very artsy. It's fun. I love all the embossings. I love just the different shimmers and metallics that are in here. I'm just having fun with this. I'm very excited to dive into those reds. I think they're very bold and very vibrant, and this is just a fun one. I love Nomad's formulas. Their mattes are so easy to use, and their shimmers never disappoint. And I feel like this palette specifically has a really good balance of like more metallic leaning shimmers and more sparkly shimmers, and I'm really into it. So yeah, those are the 3 palettes. Again, I'll have the makeup details of everything I've been wearing. I'll have all the launch details for the Nomad one. I'll have discount codes if I have any. All that good stuff will be down below for you. I'm curious if you're interested in any of these. Do you already have any of them? Do you want the Nomad one? Do you want any of them? I am very curious to hear your thoughts. If you made it to the end of this video, out of these 3 palettes, pick your favorite and leave emojis that match that vibe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. Also, if you want to, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. Also, you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.